The car will be our best friend today. My fur child has way too many toys.
I'm sorry?
I was telling them that the fur child has way too many toys.
Okay. So,
Well, don't you think so? We buy him a toy every time we
so
go.
here's the problem.
You have way too many toys, dude.
Every toy that he has, chewy thing that he has that has a beep, which you know he likes to squeak.
Well, Santa Duck doesn't Santa Duck have
Just barely, but the dragons are all kind of not squeaking. You know, lots of things are not squeaking, and he was throwing a royal hissy fit. He was going through his toy box
during her meeting
and squeaking things that wouldn't squeak, and then whining about it. So here is a new squeaky toy for you to give to him. It squeaks.
It's a turtle, I think.
All three.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
Ends. So here you go.
Here you go, buddy. Good sit. Good sit. There you go. You're probably going to rip the squeaker out of that, too. She doesn't want to be on camera. That's why you're getting a portrait of Carson right now. The car will be our best friend today. We have appointments, errands, everything. I have to go to my CP specialist, and then I have to go to the special needs dentist. So that's going to be fun. So I figured I would distract myself from the semi-rational thought that I'm going into a COVID zone by talking to you guys. One of the other things I have to do, if I find the time, is to look into my county t-ball league to see if I could be a coach. I did that. I played county t-ball for like 6 years, I think. And so it was really fun. I met one of my best childhood friends from there. And and the big parties, the parties were awesome. It was like a big old cookout, and we got our trophies. And then we swam and stuff. We did it at the old camp. If you want to hear the story I have about camp, the Girl Scout story, I will put the video that I did about that in the cards, and in the description for you. But one of the main stories that I remember when I think about t-ball is the fact that I had to catch because everybody rotates. There's no like specific position for like you are a catcher, you are a pitcher. Well, actually, it's t-ball, so t-ball doesn't really have pitchers, but you know what I mean. You are first and third baseman and stuff. I participated in a double play once. That was cool. My coach went crazy. And I didn't even know what I had done. But I remember one day, it was kind of cloudy like today, except it was really darker and really angry. And it was my turn to be catcher. And I didn't really like catcher because there was this boy that hit really hard, and I was afraid he would hit me in the mask. Do you remember him? Joey, I think his name is. Yeah, Mom remembers him. But I was afraid he would hit me in the mask, but that's not what happened. So I'm playing catcher. We're trying to get the game in between raindrops because we were afraid we'd get rained out. It was like June or something. It was the end of the season, May or June, and so it was like thunderstorm season around here, and we were so afraid we'd get rained out. But it was really windy, and so what happened was I got blown over and I couldn't get up because of all the equipment. It was kind of funny, I'm told, but I just couldn't get up. And so that's what I have to do. I have to make sure that I can coach probably not during the pandemic. They didn't I wanted to coach this year, but obviously they didn't have it. And so there's that, because a t-ball team is about 10 people, and so a game is about 20. And so that, plus the coaches and parents and everything, that wouldn't have worked out. So that's my story for the day. My little story time. I got blown over in a pre-thunderstorm in catcher's gear and looked like a turtle. So that's my story time for today. I'll let you guys know after the appointment how it goes. I'm going to my CP specialist first. Alright, so the appointment. I did the normal stuff. I walked in and they did the temperature screening for both me and Mom and the COVID questions. And then they did the COVID questions again as if I developed a fever in the couple feet that it took to walk from the entrance to the waiting room there, which obviously didn't happen. The appointment itself went pretty well. I have a negative weight. I lost some weight. Not as much weight as I wanted to, but that's my own, mental problem. I lost about 3 more pounds, which means I lost 7 pounds since I done my new lifestyle. About 6 or 7 pounds since I've done my new lifestyle. And Mom is coming in with a smoothie. Thank you. But my blood pressure was actually in the normal range, which is good because it wasn't in the normal range. The last time I went there, it was a little high. And then she said my heart health was as good as she's ever seen it. So was my blood pressure. And then I was losing some weight, which the medications that I'm on, that's really hard to do because they change the way your body metabolizes carbs. So next, I'm going to the dentist. We're back home. I'm finishing up my drink and my lunch. And then I don't know how long, but I'm going to try to just chill out before I go to the dentist. This is a really cool dentist. It's a low pressure place. So if you say, for instance, I don't like it when they put the water in my mouth and force water in my mouth because it makes me feel like I'm drowning. Which I have had an experience with almost drowning when I was a kid. So that wasn't a good idea. Well, I don't know if you could call it almost drowning. I went under in a pool. So, and without having control of myself, but people were right there, so I don't know, I got rescued by a lifeguard, let's put it that way. I got rescued by a lifeguard before, and it was not an experience that I would like to repeat, so any sort of sensation that reminds me of that is not welcome. And my previous dentist was a traditional dentist, and so they needed the water, but for this one they just use the scrape tool, and that doesn't, or the tissue, so that really doesn't affect me. So I really like this style of dentistry. So it's not that bad to go to the dentist as it was when I was using the traditional dentist, but it's still not my favorite place to be. Alrighty then. That's a second appointment done. No, nothing, I'm filming. Is that okay?
Yep.
That's the second appointment done. What was in my care package?
Toothbrush, stuff
Like an electric toothbrush? I already have. Oh. I don't understand why they still gave the manual toothbrushes. We were talking about Netflix and Hulu shows. She said I should watch The Crown. If any of you have watched well, I've obviously heard of The Crown, but if any of you have watched The Crown and like to recommend, tell me how it is, because I would like to know, because I'm a big history buff, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, my appointment's done. It wasn't very exciting. I didn't really film because there were people going in. The door was open, so there were people going in and out. There were a lot of waivers to be signed, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I know a lot of people, when they have appointments, they film inside the hospital and inside the offices, but you're not really allowed to in my state. So I'm sorry if this isn't the most exciting vlog in the world. So for those of you who don't know, October is National Bullying Prevention Month. So before the month is out, I'm going to be doing something to that effect. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. And I will see you guys later. Bye.